Welcome to the Air It Out Show. Pink Panther, cotton candy taking over your radio. Bringing on the ground to the front, listen up. Entertaining your ears, air it out, girls, we here.
You are now tuned into the Air It Out Show. From R&B to movies, yeah, we got all the info.
Yes, it's Miss Cherry telling you the word, air it out, girls, giving shout outs to those who deserve. It's the Air It Out Show. Welcome to the Air It Out Show. Pink Panther, cotton candy taking over your radio. Bringing on the ground to the front, listen up. Entertaining your ears, it's the Air It Out Show. Air It Out Show.
Hey, welcome to another edition of the Air It Out Show, and we are here with my homegirl, Nika.
Yes, how are you?
I'm so good.
Hello,
I'm all
thank
into
you.
it. I didn't even say who I am. I am on air sometimes, Pink Panther, otherwise known as Dax Cadero, and my co-host, my sis.
Yes, cotton candy.
Yeah, and I'm AKA N.K.MORTON.
All right.
Okay, N.K.MORTON.
Yeah.
All right, and for those that don't know, I mean, I don't know where you've been, but
Right.
this beautiful songstress, songwriter,
Yes.
honey, what have you been up to?
Well, let's see. I've been in the cut, still writing for people more behind the scenes. Just, writing and producing others' music and vocals, working with different artists, young and up-and-coming artists. And now I finally decided that, I want to do my own stuff, with
It's
my
your
own project
time.
out. Exactly. I had an opportunity many years ago, but the fact that, some life events came into play that took me away from that, and I had to, roll with life.
Right. Sometimes real life just happens and just, it'll make the schedule of things go off, but not the thing that you're trying to do. Just
Right.
pushes it a little bit over.
A little bit of a delay.
Right, that's
but
all.
I'm here now, so I'm ready to make it happen. I have I've written for everyone, so from Backstreet Boys to Maya to Karen Clark Sheard and Faith Evans did a duet that I wrote. I've worked with everyone from Chris Rock to Shaquille O'Neal.
Nice.
So it runs the gamut. But like I said, I'm ready to now focus on my work, my solo project.
Look at that. Won't he do
Yeah,
it?
won't it, will?
So what's one of the first songs that you're going to be working on?
Well, the single that I have coming out is called Love Drift. Basically, it's about, the premise of the song is, you're in a long-term relationship, and sometimes rather than someone saying, it's over, you just drift apart. It's just, you feel one person gradually pulling away from it. Maybe the other person is a little slow to realize what's happening, and then the acceptance of that, drift, the acceptance of the end of that relationship.
And that happens.
Yeah. A lot of people will stay in a situation because it's comfortable, and then it's no longer comfortable for one of the parties, and they start
Trying to
to
get away.
Right. And it's not in a malicious way. It's just like, okay, I've outgrown this situation, or, this is not working for me anymore. So I want something better for you. I want something better for me. So that's what it's about.
You have like this vibe of the BT Donnie Simpson, that when people used to sing,
Right.
like singers vibe.
Oh, okay.
Which is a great thing. This is a compliment.
Right, thank you.
Because people don't have that, that touch of it.
Right.
And you have like that it when you're like, when you watch those shows and you're like, wow.
Right. Oh,
At
thank
the
you.
time, what is going on? Like that Jodie Watley, that vibe of
Thank you.
I'm a star.
Thank you. I
Yes.
mean, I've been around this business for a while, and I've seen a lot of people come and go. I've learned a lot. I've had a lot of incredible experiences and a lot of, life-altering experiences. I've learned a lot of lessons, and, I'm a strong believer in everything that happens to you prepares you for the next
Oh, yes.
section in
that.
your life.
Anybody saying church? Say that.
Get out my closet.
Say that.
Yeah, so I feel like I've had all this experience and I'm using that now. I'm utilizing it right at this moment to actualize my dreams.
Teach them.
You know?
So, okay, all of these grown women and life experiences, is this all going to be a part of the album?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna put too much of my business out in the street.
No, not all. No, not all. Not a tell-all.
You know, but I draw from a lot of different spaces, not just my own personal experiences, but just, you know, the people around me, their just life in general, what's going on in the world. You know, I draw from all of those things, and I try to get really close to the human aspect of it. You know, even right now in the climate that we're in, everyone's on their side politically or whatever, what have you. But you try to get close to the human aspect of it so you can say, hey, you know, I can actually empathize with this person. Like, for example, not to jump all into politics or anything, but just a small example. You know, a lot of people were wondering, why did all these people turn out for Trump in these blue-collar states that are normally going for Democrats? It's because they're experiencing what a lot of people are experiencing in the hood. They don't have any jobs. They're poor. You know, and so they're experiencing a lot of those things. And when you stop for a second to look at the commonalities, you can get to the human aspect of it. They just want better in their life. And, you know, we just want better in our lives. And so when you can understand that, then, you know, then we can move forward.
Right.
And so what I'm trying to do is just get to the human aspect of the bottom line of, you know, love, of relationships, of partnerships, of friendships, of, you know, all those things that make us a community.
That sounds like Billboard status to me.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Sitting on everybody's magazine.
Right. Oh, well, thank you, girl.
Yes.
I'm going to claim it in the name of the Lord.
As you should. You see that? It all starts with the red lipstick matching the couch. That's how it goes down. It
That's how you
starts with the
pop that
red
out,
lip. You
right?
know what I'm saying? Just like that.
Right.
Because you're here for the people.
Right.
All right.
All day, every day.
Okay, and the pen is here for the people.
Right, exactly.
And hopefully, you know, like some woman out there will be able to, you know, get into your heart and what you're saying
Right.
in the songs. That's what it's about. When you get an album and you press play, CD, whatever it is you're rocking with, the songs tell the story. And if you can connect in some way, that's how your music begins to just go to every household.
Right.
You have to connect with them.
Right. I was just talking with one of your producers about that same thing. He was asking me why not just put out singles. And I feel that there's no continuity in that. I see that how it works for some of the younger artists that are out there now, but because I want to put out a complete thought, and because of the artist that I am, it just won't work for me to put out a single that is about this and about that. It has to be a full and complete thought for me. So initially, I'm going to put out an EP, no more than 5 songs. It's going to be an introduction of who I am to, you know, reintroduce myself to people that were fans of stuff that I've done, and, you know, introduce myself to some new clients.
Right.
So in that EP, it's going to be a small taste of, you know, what I'm trying to do, my beliefs, my thoughts, my feelings, you know, and how I've experienced the world. And then later on, I will just give you the full and total thought in the first album.
So let me ask you, with all these wonderful experiences you've had writing for people, and, you know, the writer is waking up the singer in you, when did you first start recognizing your talent for writing?
Oh, for writing, I have to say, I have to give the credit to that. First in high school, you know, I was always
What
writing.
high school was that?
LaGuardia High School of Performing Arts.
Stand up on your couch.
Fame.
Yes. Dance on the
So, you know, right.
Food fight.
Girl.
Food fight.
So it's like, I think initially, you know, the poetry came out first, the short stories, those type of things. I really honed my skills there. Growing up, I wasn't someone who was very outward. You know, I was more of an introvert, and, you know, I've become more of an extrovert later on. You know, that comes with time, that comes with experience, and just maturity as a woman. But, you know, I started writing the poetry, and that was in the short stories. And then later on, producer, I have to give him credit for, is Salam Remy. He's done Amy Winehouse and a lot of other people. He was one of the first producers I ever worked with. And, you know, I would have these little poems and things like that. And he was like, you should put that to some beats right here. Like, so he would actually start creating something, putting together a beat. And while he's doing that, I'm laying on the couch in his studio and I'm writing, you know, something along to it. And I discovered I could come up with some good melodies.
See that?
So, you know, I have to really give him the credit for putting me in
Salam
that
Remy
in that
beat
in that
thing.
space. Thank you. You know, so
Are you gonna rejoin him?
hopefully, I mean, it's up in the air. I am open to working with anyone on this new project. I want to maybe even work with some undiscovered talent, because then you get a whole different vibe.
That's true.
You know, so I'm definitely calling in all the favors from all the people that I know.
Okay. Y'all hear the call?
Get her.
Answer the
Listen,
phone. You
That's
know,
right. It ain't on vibrate. Put it on ring right now.
Right.
Now what?
Right
what
now.
type? What would you say? Is it R&B pop? Is it gospel? Is it what are the elements of this album that you would say it most likely relates
More
to?
than anything, it's soulful. Like that is where that is the thing that ties it to every genre. Because like I said, I've worked from everything, the gospel, pop, EDM, you know, I write it all. But the one consistent thing is that it's soulful. This project is going to be more on the R&B soulful side of it, because I just feel that a conversation needs to be had, you know, a musical conversation, just to get us back to love, and not just kicking it, and not just hooking up, and not just getting us back to love. And it's okay to want to be in a relationship long term. I think some of these kids don't know how to do
with
it.
the microwavable relationship.
Yes,
Please. No, okay, we have to go, but before you go, I want you to give your contacts and then take us out with a song.
Yes.
Just a little piece of
a little
song.
piece. Okay.
Please.
You can find me at www.N.K.MORTON.com. So that's www.N.K.MORTON.com. All of my social media, my bio, and music, they're on there for you to see. So that's it.
Okay.
All right.
I'm listening now.
What
Hold
about
on.
Instagram? Everything
And
is there?
everything is on my my website, www.nkmorton.com. You'll find all my Instagram, Facebook. It's so simple. Just click the button. SoundCloud, everything's there. You'll find it. It's a one-stop shop.
All right.
That's good.
So now we want to hear
You
a
gonna
little
you gonna
taste.
la la la
A
la.
little of love drift.
Yes.
Okay.
La, la, la. Go on with it.
I love.
Yes.
N.K. Morton.
Yes, yes.
Girl, you have been aired out.
Aired,
Just like that.
out.
Just
You've
like
been
that. No, we
aired
thank
out.
you.
Out. Get it.
Thank
Feel
you.
it in the air.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Get the la la la's on.
Welcome to the Air It Out show. Pink Panther, cotton candy taking over your radio. Bringing all the ground to the front, listen up. Entertaining your ears, air it out, girls, we here.
You are now tuned into the Air It Out show. From R&B to movies, yeah, we got all the
Yes,
info.
it's Miss Cherry telling you the word, air it out, girls, giving shout outs to those who deserve. It's the Air It Out show.